everyone. This is Lisa Haven, and I've got some truly disturbing news if you are a religious person in general or a Christian such as myself. Now, it came to my attention through Kristen T. Harris, thank you for the tip, at the Rundown Live, who put together an article that exposes the Oxford Journals or universities idea that they're trying to push right now, and that is they are attempting to create a device, and they have created a device that will change people's belief in God, alter your perception of God. And not only that, but immigration, nationalism, things towards government. And my question is, who in their right mind would create such a thing? Number one, and number two, what is the motive behind creating such a thing? Why not create something that would get murder out of the mind of someone who wants to murder, or get rape out of the mind of someone who wants to rape? Why do they have to attack Christianity and God in general? And what I have to say is maybe this will be used in conjunction with something like the mark of the beast. This is MK Ultra brainwashing technology, and they're trying and attempting to say we can remove the thought of God from man through this technology. And the technology that they're using is TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation. This is some crazy and wild stuff. I think the best thing to do is to dive into that report. So let's go there. Okay, so here is the article at therundownlive.com. Again, I'm going to leave a link. Make sure you go there and read this in its entirety because I'm not going to read the whole thing. But this was also written by Kristen Harris, and it says, scientists change people's belief in God and government using this new mind control device. MK Ultra, once again, that's exactly what this thing is here on his head. And as you can see here, the experiment is using a large electromagnetic coil of sorts that they were placing on the victim's head, and they send electrical currents that activate nerve cells into that region of your brain, controlling your emotions. Now, this is how they're doing it. And participants ahead of time were screened for their religious beliefs, for their beliefs, get this, on immigration. And after, they were also screened. And I'm going to show you the results of the after as well. But when they were screened, they were asked questions such as, you know, their views on the devil, on demons, on heaven, on hell, on God, on angels. All these things were specifically discussed in this study. And some of the details are found below in this article. But it was also linked to this article as well, and this is the University of York here, and this is also on that same input, but it says research that is simply beyond belief. New research involving psychologists from the University of York have revealed for the first time that both belief in God and prejudice towards immigration can be reduced by directing magnetic energy into the brain. Prejudice towards immigration? No, I'm against immigration because it will implode the economy, because it will bring in ISIS, because it's going to bring in troubles with it. Look at what happened in Australia. Look at what happened in other countries abroad with immigration. That is the reason I'm against it. Now, here is another link, the final link, and this is where you can get the report in its full. This is at oxfordjournals.org, Social, Cognitive, and Affective Neuroscience. This is where it was originally put out. They give a quick abstract on it here. You can pause and read that. I'm not going to get into that too much. But you actually have to buy it. If you want to buy the article, the report, you can do that as well. But going back to Kristen's article, I want to show you the results of this report. Let me scroll down just a bit. And it states this: the York study findings published in the Journal of Social, Cognitive, and Affective Neuroscience, the two links I just showed you, reveal that people in whom the targeted brain region was temporarily shut down reported 32.8% less belief in God, in angels, and in heaven. There was also a 28.5% more positive response in their feelings towards immigration, any immigrant who criticized their country. Wow, pretty crazy stuff here to have 32.8% less belief in God. Now, going back over to the other article, I want to show you one more thing. And this is back on the York article I showed you a moment ago, but it says this interest in brain bases of ideology led the team to focus on religion and nationalism. Wow, why nationalism? Let's take a look at what that entails here. My screen went off there. And it says patriotic feeling, principles, or efforts, an extreme form of this, especially marked by a feeling of superiority over others. Interesting that that's going to be something that they specifically target as well. So here's some things to ponder for you. First of all, why attack God? Why go after Christianity? Why go after religion and try to remove God from man? Well, my reason, number one, because God does exist. They believe in God. And we know that as we near the end times spoken of in Bible prophecy, that Christians are going to be persecuted. We also know that the mark of the beast is going to come out. And many Christian scholars believe, including myself, that when someone gets the mark of the beast, they're not going to want to remove it. They're not going to want to take it out. Why would that be? Maybe because of some technology, such as what we just showed you here with the transcranial magnetic stimulation coil that they're putting on people's heads. Maybe they're going to advance this technology even more and be able to remove that altogether. That is something I could definitely foresee happening in the near future. That, or they're going to start calling Christians and those who believe in God as having a mental disorder. Okay, this is where it's headed. If it's removable, then it must be a disorder. This is the way our world thinks, our brain, that is, these concepts are being taught in our children's schools. These are the things that we could be combating as Christians in the near future. Oh, you believe in God? Just go remove that thought from your head. Go to the psychologist and they'll get that taken care of for you. But see, it's not even about really helping people, because if that technology really was about helping people, then they would use it again to help murderers, to help rapists, to help people with psychiatric disorders. You know, you go in and have, schizophrenia. Let's remove the schizo from the person, or let's do this. But that's not even what is being discussed here in this technological advanced age in which we live. They go directly to brainwashing things about religion, and not only religion, but nationalism. Immigration? Why immigration? Seems to be a hot topic here, and I know I've spoken a lot on that lately. It's because our government is brainwashing the people to think if you don't allow immigrants into your country, you're an evil person. Okay, so they try to pull at the heartstrings of people and say this is the reason why we're doing it, when indeed that is not the case. That's not the reason they're doing it. They're doing it to implode the economy. They're doing it to bring in ISIS. They're doing it so they have a reason to rule over our country, even specifically here in America. The more immigrants that come in, the more crime we're going to have, the more problem, the more ISIS we're going to have, the more Islamic terrorism we're going to have here in America. It's going to happen. It's a fact, especially when tons of these Syrian refugees are coming in. It's only plausible. And then coming in from the border down south. Okay, that's also going to bring in high crime rate. It always does. It always does. And here's the kicker. When we start witnessing more crime in our streets, we're going to start crying out for help, right? And then that will give Obama or whoever is president next, or whoever it is, to go ahead and police the streets for your safety. Right? They cause the problem. They offer a solution. Already going on in countries abroad, many of them. I get emails from all over the country. This is what immigration is doing to our country right now. America needs to wake up. Yes, many do. Many of you guys are awake, but we need to wake up that sleeping masses. So why? Why even talk about immigration in this? You see the mentality. This is MK Ultra being publicized. That's what it is. Let's bring MK Ultra, which is a massive brainwash technology. If you guys aren't familiar with that, I highly recommend you Google it. I don't want to get into it too much, but it's brainwash technology where they take you and they can put you through a series of stuff, or technology like this to make you think or do one thing one way or another way. This is oftentimes where some of the false flag people who do shoot-ups, either it's from psychotropic drugs or it's from some kind of MK Ultra agent, Project Monarch, and the like. And I've done a few videos on that on the past, but definitely this is the kind of technology that they're attempting to use to get rid of Christianity, to get rid of religion. Why? Because if religion's gone, then government is God. Basically, in a nutshell, that's what they are trying to do. Now, the government will never be my God ever. They could get me to submit to no one in that matter, other than the laws that fall in line with the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the like. So, just wanted to give you guys a huge heads up. And like I said earlier, this could be used in conjunction with the mark of the beast. This could be used to, paint Christianity as, or any religion, as a brain disorder. They could use it multiple ways, but apparently they are bringing this out into the public. Anyhow, leave your comments and thoughts below on that. And don't forget to check out the Rundown Lives link on that as well. Anyhow, this is Lisa Haven signing off.